Welcome back to Goals to Financial Freedom. Today, we're demystifying smart money tactics, 4 ways to make money that could catapult your journey to financial prosperity, gear up to reflect on the secrets that can transform your wealth game. Our first approach to making money is about trading your time for money. This is the most common method we all know and use. You get up early in the morning, rush to work, perform tasks and responsibilities for your employer, and in return, you get paid. This is essentially the foundation of having a job. Now, there's nothing inherently wrong with this method. It's practical, it's reliable, and it's the lifeblood of our economy. But there's a critical factor to consider here. Have you ever stopped and pondered on the phrase, time is money? It's so often heard, yet we tend to overlook its profound truth. The challenge with trading time for money lies in the limited hours we have in a day. Between work, sleep, and personal responsibilities, we have a finite number of hours. If you're a surgeon or an attorney, your time is highly valuable and you're paid well, but even then, there's a cap. You can only perform so many surgeries or argue so many cases in a day. So how can you break these time boundaries to make more money? Can you truly achieve financial freedom within the constraints of a 9-to-5 job? These are questions to ponder upon as we lead up to the next point. It's not about discouraging you from a job, but about expanding your horizon and opening your mind to possibilities that can supplement your income, or perhaps even replace it without being bound by the clock. Moving on to our second point on how to make money, we're delving into the realm of trading information for money. This is where we step outside the limitations of time. If your mind has been buzzing with questions about how to surpass the ticking clock, this might be your answer. You see, in today's age, your knowledge, your expertise, your unique understanding of a particular subject matter is not just a personal asset, it's a potential goldmine. So let's take a moment to ask ourselves, what do we know that others might want to learn? What can we teach that others are willing to pay for? Think about it. Let's say you're an excellent guitarist. You can create a series of video lessons teaching people how to play. You make these videos once, but you can sell them over and over again indefinitely. Your time, in this case, isn't directly tied to your earnings. The effort you put in to create your product, your information, pays off multiple times, making this approach scalable beyond the bounds of a typical 9-to-5 job. But remember, the key here is to garner attention and build credibility. It's about marketing your knowledge effectively, building a trustworthy brand, and proving that your information is valuable. Isn't that a fascinating idea? Being paid not for your time, but for what you know. Now, this brings us to our next point, another way of making money that transcends time boundaries, but in a slightly different way. What could that be? Onwards to our third method, offering a product or service in exchange for money. This is a concept most of us are familiar with as it forms the core of business transactions worldwide. If you're a mechanic, you're providing a service of repairing vehicles. If you're an artist, you're selling your unique creations, your products. There's a wide spectrum of services and products out there, with new ones being created and marketed every day. But just as with our first point, there's certain challenges to keep in mind. Many successful businesses thrive on this model, yet in today's global economy, it's not as easy as it might seem. We live in an age where pretty much anything you can think of is already being sold, most often cheaper, on platforms like Amazon. Trying to penetrate this oversaturated market can seem like an uphill battle. With a service-based business, your time becomes a significant factor again. You're back to trading time for money, albeit in a different form. So what if there was another way to provide a service or a product without directly trading your time? What if you could be part of a system where your time is not the currency, but instead you could leverage other resources to bring you income? It's an interesting conundrum, isn't it? Stay with me as we explore this further in our next point. Finally, let's delve into our fourth strategy to make money, a method used by the wealthiest among us, putting something else to work for you. This strategy is about leveraging resources, be they human or financial, to generate income on your behalf. Imagine having people working for you, their time and efforts translated into profits for your business. Or better yet, picture your money working for you, multiplying itself without any additional effort from your side. Sounds like a dream, right? But it's a reality for many. There's an exciting beauty in this concept, but it's important to understand that it's not without its complications. If you have employees, you know managing people can be a challenging task. And to make your money work for you, you generally need a substantial amount to start. But what if you don't have a lot of money? Should you just give up on this idea? Not necessarily. Remember, the goal is not to look at these points as rigid rules, but to draw inspiration and find ways to apply the principles behind them in your unique circumstances. How can you creatively implement these concepts in your life? That's the ultimate question for you to ponder. There's always a way if you're willing to seek it. And that's a wrap on our smart money tactics, 4 ways to make money. Ponder over these strategies and envision how you can personalize them for your journey. The road to wealth is paved with smart choices. Here's to your journey of success, to the prosperity that awaits not just in your wallet, but in the breadth and depth of your life.